Both Spider-Men claim to not be into the whole murdering thing. They may present themselves as innocent young men.
We're just innocent men.
And enjoy nothing more than water skiing and photographing frisbee players. But are we really sure that Peter Parker and Miles Morales aren't just stone cold killers? At the very least, dozens and dozens of lives are being ruined. Here's too many times that the Spider-Men caused major bodily harm in Spider-Man 2.
You'll never defeat me! Spider-Man doesn't kill. You never thought this would.
They call it the concrete jungle for a reason, and these boys must think they're the king of it. They bloody love the stuff, and more importantly, love slamming people into it. Look at them, breaking bones with abandon.
Hope you don't mind me interrupting here.
I mean, they claim to not be deadly, but something just smells fishy around here. Not that this lad would know, he doesn't have a nose anymore. This guy's windpipe has been permanently crushed, this neck is cracked, and this man's face is simply gone. And this is just prime Roy Keane stuff.
I might smash into somebody, just to make me feel better.
This person's jaw has gone through to their brain and they even seem to be enjoying it. The gall they display here to taunt their victims after knocking their jaw out of their head. Evil little bastards. Now, it's been a long time since I studied physics, but the pure amount of force going into these kicks must be deadly. Newton may have worked out the whole gravity thing when an apple hit him on the bonce, but this foot hits this face at such a pace that they'll never be thinking about anything ever again. I mean, look at them. Nothing behind those eyes. They're gone.
Physics is awesome.
It isn't just their limbs they love to ruin lives with either, but any handy prop New York City has to offer. Here's a cinder block to the back of the head. In UFC, shots to the back of the head are illegal, but not to Spider-Man. This manhole cover is undoubtedly causing some serious internal damage. Do you know how much those things weigh? Well, I do because I looked it up. 113 kilograms. That's just 5 kilos less than The Rock. And if someone lobbed Dwayne at me at that speed, I'm definitely dead.
He's definitely dead.
Speaking of wrestling, The Miz has a move called the skull-crushing finale, but this feels like it more accurately fits that description. If the move doesn't kill him, the inability to breathe because his face is now inches deep in concrete surely will.
Did we actually do it?
This is a full-blown explosion happening in this chump's face here. Definitely dead. And this person has been sent flying into a river full of electrical charge. He's frazzled. These two have just taken a rocket to the legs. They've been obliterated. There can't be a defense for this, can there? Ooh, they threw it at me first, Peter can tell the police. That won't wash, mate. You've blown 2 people up. He's just been knocked out. It's hard to swim when you're unconscious. It isn't just the bad guy Spider-Man is happily tormenting either. This guy was unlucky enough to get caught short while having a number 2. Spider-Man recklessly releases the crane and thus helps the man release his pelvis from his body, likely shattering him to pieces. Or at the very least knocking him unconscious to lay in his own filth. Truly sick behaviour. So is chucking someone into rotor blades. It doesn't matter if it was an accident, Peter, you still blended them up. He'll happily let them shoot each other too. Yes, I know this isn't technically Spider-Man doing the damage, but he does have spidey senses. He knew this was gonna happen, but he let it happen anyway.
They knew, and they let it happen!
Sometimes the long game is the cruelest one to play though. They're going to be glued up to the top of this building until they perish from either suffocation, hypothermia, or starvation. No one is rescuing them. They are doomed. And then there are the most chilling ones of all. The deadly questions that often have no answers. Where are these people going when they are flung out of moving vehicles? This person is thrown and never seen again. Maybe they just went headfirst into a pole. Maybe into oncoming traffic. Spidey is reckless. He needs to be stopped. Maybe Jameson was right all along.
If it weren't for the reckless endangerment, that would have been fun.
Despite all this uncalled for violence, Spider-Man 2 is actually a very fun game. Why not see why by checking out our review? And for everything else, stick with IGN.